Do you ever find yourself going through the day kind of like as if you're on autopilot? An autopilot is something that they use in an aircraft where the pilot literally can put the plane in a mode so that it will fly itself. And the other day I was going into a restaurant and I realized after I had passed a number of people and kind of was a man on a mission that I was on autopilot. I was going through my life and I really wasn't thinking about the things that I was thinking about. I was not thinking about the things that I was doing. Now, I realized I tend to go on autopilot. When I wake up in the morning, I have a certain set routine that I follow. I get down, I let the dog out, I feed the dog, make coffee, usually have time to pray, and I have a Bible reading, eat breakfast, change, groom, do all the things, and I pretty much do them every morning, going through my pattern as if I'm on autopilot. Then even when I get down to the office, I walk in, I boot up my computer, I answer emails, and I go through a whole series of things as if I'm in a routine, which I am. And I think there can be a problem with that at times. I mean, habits are good. They certainly free our mind from the distractions of having to think through every little detail. But there's also a negative aspect, and that's what I'm trying to address for myself, is that I don't want to just go through life taking things for granted, meaning I just don't want to not think about the things that I'm doing. And I believe that if we're really going to be spiritually sensitive and hear from God and allow Him to direct our steps, then we need to consciously think about what we're doing and take the time to reflect on it. And when I go into a restaurant, who am I passing, and is there someone around me in need? I believe that if we don't, then the routine will just swallow us up, and it's an easy way for us to completely miss God's presence in our life. In Proverbs chapter 4, verse 26, it says, "Give careful thought to your paths, for your feet, and be steadfast in all your ways." I mean, give careful thought to the path that we're walking on. And the other one is in Proverbs 14:8 that says, "The wisdom of the prudent is to give thought to their ways." To be prudent is to be circumspect, to look all around you as if in a circle, circumference. Circumspect meaning we think of spectacles as eyeglasses. And that word means to look at everything around you, be circumspect. It's also to have foresight, meaning to look ahead. What are going to be the consequences of my actions? Where am I going and what am I doing? And it also means to have hindsight, to look back at what's the wake that's following behind us. So if we want to really follow the Lord and be strong in doing what He wants us to do, I think we need to make sure that we just don't live life on autopilot, but that we give real thought to our ways.